Welcome everybody to WWE 2K15 SmackDown. After 2 losses as a tag team, Daniel Bryan has challenged his teacher Shawn Michaels to a matchup right here on SmackDown, and Daniel Bryan's bitter downward spiral continues. These guys lost to Sheamus and Fit Finlay on one week, and then lost to the Usos the next, and Daniel Bryan has had enough with losing. Completely blame Shawn Michaels, and right here in Shawn Michaels' hometown, San Antonio, Texas, is going to try to take down his teacher, the original man who trained him, Shawn Michaels. Now, of course, Daniel Bryan will go on from there and also be mentored by William Regal as well. So Daniel Bryan, it's pretty amazing. He's on the same show as his 2 former teachers, and he's had problems with both in the last couple months. Can the Yes Man put down the Heartbreak Kid to kick off SmackDown? We're going to find out in just a few moments. And the Heartbreak Kid returns home to take on his student. And the Heartbreak Kid got pinned in the tag team match against the Usos, and that was the last straw for Daniel Bryan. Now, right here tonight, he's going to try to put down his former teacher and move himself back up in the ranks as he desperately tries to get another WWE Championship matchup. But the Heartbreak Kid looks willing, ready, and able to deliver a little sweet chin music to the Yes Man here tonight. It should be an incredible matchup and a hell of a way to kick off SmackDown. And welcome to SmackDown, everybody. Unfortunately, this evening we have some bad news to report as the legendary icon Rowdy Roddy Piper passed away at the age of 61. Got to say a big rest in peace to the Hot Rod, one of the greatest all time, and also a great family man. And he will be sorely missed by the wrestling community and his family and people worldwide. And now let's get into the action here. The Heartbreak Kid has the waist lock on Daniel Bryan and takes him down and snatches the side headlock. And look at that, a right hand to polish things off. But Daniel Bryan goes right back into it. They collar and elbow tie up one more time. And the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, grabs a wrist lock and flips it into the hammer lock. Now this might be one instance where the student has surpassed the teacher, as Daniel Bryan's technical abilities are absolutely off the charts. And as great as Shawn Michaels is, when it comes to technical wrestling, I believe Daniel Bryan is just that much better. And you can see here, already going right at it, going to work on the arm. Shawn Michaels had the arm bar and then stomped the elbow the first chance that he got. Oh, Heartbreak Kid went for the Irish Whip, and Daniel Bryan booted him right in the gut. Oh, and look at that. Daniel Bryan, masterful reversal there. Turns the suplex into a bulldog. We've got a tremendous lineup here on SmackDown. Big 6-man tag. As we move closer to the tag title match between the Authority and the Grapplers, it will be the entire Authority, Triple H, Big Show, and Seth Rollins, taking on the Grapplers, Tyson Kidd, Cesaro, and their special partner for this evening, William Regal. And look at that, right into Shawn Michaels' weakest body point, the lower back. Daniel Bryan blasts him with the running drop kick, and then goes right back to work on the arm, a sign of a true ring general in there. Ooh, stinging knife edge chop takes down Daniel Bryan. Another big matchup this evening as AJ Lee seeks revenge against Natalya. Natalya left AJ high and dry this past week on Main Event. And despite that fact, AJ went on to defeat both Paige and Emma, even though Natalya dumped her in the ring. But she's still not going to let it slide. Natalya and AJ in a submission match later on tonight. And Daniel Bryan snaps off that head and arm suplex. And look at this. Laser focus on the arm of Michaels, driving his elbow into the shoulder. And this time Michaels says no way and goes to work on the arm of Bryan now. Shawn Michaels with a beautiful pendulum backbreaker. And Bryan says, oh hell no. And there's a nasty knee to the gut. And Bryan goes right back to work on the shoulder. You know Daniel Bryan would love to make Shawn Michaels submit to the S-Lock to kick off SmackDown tonight. Back elbow by Michaels. Right hand by Bryan. Irish whip from the Yes Man. Michaels is into the corner. And Michaels avoids the dropkick. Comes back with another elbow shot. And Bryan. Crucifix pin on Michaels. Ooh, it only gets a 2 count. Oh, now Bryan avoids the dropkick. Right hand to Michaels. And Michaels goes back to working on the spine of Daniel Bryan. Cover now by Michaels. Foot under the rope. And another stinging chop from HBK takes down Daniel Bryan right back into the pin. Only gets a 1 count. Later tonight, we'll fill another spot in the Intercontinental Chamber match, as we have a fatal 4-way match to fill out the 5th spot to see who will challenge Miz inside the Elimination Chamber in a few weeks. Oh, and a very close fall there for Daniel Bryan. Had to be a 2.7, 2.8. Knee to the gut by Bryan. And look at that, telling Michaels to get on up. And Daniel Bryan. Is this going to be the headbutt? Yes, it is. Right to the chest of Michaels. And could this be enough? Covered. Dead center of the ring. 1, 2. Oh my goodness. The flying headbutt. Not enough to put away HBK. Michaels battles back with a big right hand. Irish whip reversed. Michaels off the ropes. Deep arm drag by Daniel Bryan. And that's that tunnel vision Bryan has to work on the arm as he hits the springboard splash. Surprised he didn't go for the pin there. Oh, a couple of stomps later, he goes for it 1. And only gets the 1. Insecurity takes down Michaels. Shades of Owen Hart. And Michaels finds his way out. Side Russian leg sweep, and the Heartbreak Kid is trying to make a comeback here. Shoots Bryan into the corner. Knee to the gut of Daniel Bryan, and is Michaels going to ascend the ropes now? He's going for it, Michaels, all the way up top. But Daniel Bryan gets to his feet, and Michaels thinks better of it. But blasts him with the drop kick. But Daniel Bryan not ready to go down just yet, kicks Michaels off and blasts him with a huge right forearm. Irish whip Michaels now into the corner. Knee to the gut once again of Michaels. Is Daniel Bryan really going to go for multiple headbutts off the top here? And Daniel Bryan now brings Michaels in the hard way with the vertical suplex. And he thinks he's got Michaels in position. He's in the corner, looking for the Hadouken knee, gonna blast him. There we go. And there it is. He blasts Michaels with the fireball knee. Into the cover now. 1, 2, 3, and Daniel Bryan has done it. Daniel Bryan has defeated his teacher and the legendary Hall of Famer, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. Let's take a look at how it went down. Went for the crucifix pin, wasn't enough. Drove Michaels right on his neck with the German suplex. Devastating maneuver there. I mean, by all intents and purposes, should have been done, but Heartbreak Kid is one of the most resilient men in WWE history. And you see Bryan here, putting the boots to Michaels after the splash off the ropes. And that only got a 1 count. But when it came down to it, the fireball knee, the Hadouken, takes down the Heartbreak Kid for the cover, the count, and the victory for the yes man, Daniel Bryan. And this has to put a big boost in Daniel Bryan's self-esteem after a series of losses for the WWE Championship and a series of losses for the tag team competition. Daniel Bryan is back on top, here to kick off SmackDown. And coming up in a couple weeks here on SmackDown, Triple H and The Big Show will face Tyson Kidd and Cesaro for the tag team titles. But we're having a bunch of previews and a little bit of a twist on that match as we lead up to it. So tonight, it's the entire Authority versus the Grapplers, plus William Regal. And I couldn't think of a better partner to throw with the Grapplers. The Authority in full force this evening. Triple H and Big Show won the main event tag team tournament to determine new number 1 contenders, and they will face Tyson Kidd and Cesaro, the Grapplers, in just a couple weeks here on SmackDown. Last week, Cesaro went one-on-one with the Big Show and was able to try to come out on top, but was taken down by 2 knockout punches. Can Kidd and Cesaro change their luck when they team up with one of the greatest grapplers of all time, William Regal? We'll have to see what the Grapplers can pull out tonight. And what a night for the Grapplers as they team up with William Regal, one of the best mat-based wrestlers of all time. And an opportunity once again to weaken Triple H and the Big Show as they head towards the tag team title match in a couple weeks here on SmackDown. The Authority has been red hot. They came up short in a best-of-5 series versus the Wyatt family, but then turned it all around and won a 6-man elimination tag against them. 3 straight eliminations to none. And then from there, the Authority went on to win the tag number 1 contender tournament on main event. And now, these 2 teams are on a collision course. In 2 weeks, here on SmackDown, the titles will be on the line. And with the Authority having Seth Rollins, the United States Champion, among their ranks, they would be lined with gold if they were to take down Kidd and Cesaro. And William Regal unfortunately came up short in his bid to take the European title from Bad News Barrett, but he gets another opportunity to shine as he teams with his good buddy Cesaro and the last student of the dungeon, Tyson Kidd. Can William Regal be the deciding factor that gets Kidd and Cesaro back on track versus the Authority? If anybody can do it, it's the Blackpool Brawler. And there's the bell as we kick off this 6-man tag team action here on SmackDown. And the King of Kings clobbers Tyson Kidd with the short arm clothesline. And he follows up with big right hands. And look at Tyson Kidd snaps off that over-the-top neck breaker. Going to work on the neck of the game and slaps off a variation of the triangle choke. Tyson Kidd already trying to put some damage on the neck of Triple H. Triple H avoids the kick there. Oh, and drops Kidd with the DDT. And he goes right back to those solid right hands. Hard clothesline by the Game. And once again, wearing down Tyson Kidd. Tyson Kidd off to a pretty bad start here. He snapped off that great neckbreaker, but that's been about it so far. It's been all Triple H to kick off this contest. And look at this. Come on, ref. Triple H raking the eyes of Tyson Kidd. Scoop and a tremendous slam takes down the last student of the dungeon. And there's some classic offense from the Game as he drops the knee. And Kidd going back to what works. And smartly makes the tag to Cesaro. Cesaro put up a hell of a fight against the Big Show last week, but 2 weapon of mass destruction punches put down the King of Swing. We'll have to see if having Kidd and Regal out on the apron will turn things around for the Swiss Superman. And oh my goodness, look at this. Triple H already hits his trademark spinebuster. Is he looking to put Cesaro away early here? It looks like he is. Underhook, and the pedigree. And my goodness, the Game is on fire here tonight. Cover dead center of the ring. And oh my goodness, Cesaro survives the pedigree. And Triple H has to be shocked. How many people kick out of the pedigree, even if it is pretty early on here in the contest. And Cesaro stun guns the Game. And there's a neckbreaker from Triple H's arsenal here. And now trying to get a submission on Cesaro. Now, I definitely don't think Cesaro is going to tap this early. But it's definitely going to put a lot of wear and tear on the back. And the United States Champion makes his way into the ring. Triple H snapping off another suplex before the referee throws him out of here. Tremendous suplex by Seth Rollins. Now Rollins is going to have his own troubles as upcoming this Monday on Raw. He has to defend the United States Championship against the man who defeated him a few weeks ago, Curtis Axel. Now Curtis Axel also went on to defeat the #1 contender at the time to the United States Championship, Stone Cold Steve Austin. So right now, Curtis Axel, tremendous momentum going into this championship match, upcoming Monday on Raw. But right now, Seth Rollins can't be worried about that, because he's got the Swiss Superman, Northern Lights suplexing him left and right. And in comes William Regal, the former European champion. And he also delivers the Northern Lights to Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins not going to know where he is taking all these Northern Lights suplexes. But the so-called undisputed future of WWE snaps off the armbuster there, finds his way out of a rough situation. But William Regal doesn't even realize that the Giant, the Big Show, is now the legal man. Literally a gigantic backbreaker from Big Show. But look at that, William Regal still finds a way. Such a deep repertoire of technical maneuvers and reversals. Oh, and there's another hard kick to the back of the Big Show. William Regal doing all he can to keep Big Show down on the mat. And oh my goodness. There's the unmitigated power of Big Show. Just picks William Regal up over his head and drops him right on his face. And oh my goodness, who can stop the Big Show? He's just going to do it again. Oh my god. And you see William Regal grabbing at his back. Those vicious stomps by the Big Show are just devastating. And now a gutbuster. Big Show focused on the ribs of William Regal. And now choking him in the corner. He's got to be careful not to be disqualified here. Wow, and he snaps Regal out of the corner. And Big Show tags Rollins back in. And Regal was going to tag out, but changed his mind. I think he should have done it. Got to try to keep a fresh man in the ring at all times. Ooh, hard shot to the gut of Regal. Irish whip. And Regal takes his time to tag out to Tyson Kidd. I think that's smart timing by William Regal. He's starting to take a lot of punishment in there. And Tyson Kidd was ready and willing with that spinning heel kick. Takes down Seth Rollins. And there's a nice ankle DDT. Ripping and tearing at those tendons in the foot. You gotta think Tyson Kidd would love to submit United States Champion Seth Rollins here on SmackDown. And Tyson Kidd now snaps off the pin. Oh, reversed by Rollins. Reversed back by Kidd. Reversed again by Rollins. Reversed again by Kidd. Oh, and that was almost it. Rollins finally kicks out at 2. Tremendous series of pinfalls by both these awesome in-ring competitors. And Tyson Kidd with a suplex right on the apron, devastating the spine. And definitely a great setup for the sharpshooter. He's worked on the legs and the back, the two areas that the sharpshooter focuses most. And Kidd is up on the apron. Oh, I thought he might have been ready to springboard in. But there's the snapmare neckbreaker. One of Tyson Kidd's favorite maneuvers as he goes for the pin here. Oh, and he only gets the 2 count before Triple H breaks it up. Oh, and sunset flip powerbomb onto the floor. And Tyson Kidd is devastated. But he's fighting back. He's trying not to let that damage show, but how can you not be damaged being powerbombed off the apron like that with such ferocity? And Tyson Kidd snaps off the Hurricanrana one more time here. And Triple H makes the save again. And the Undisputed Future is having a hard time getting past Tyson Kidd. Getting desperate here. Goes for the Fisherman suplex. And William Regal's in to break it up. And things are starting to get a little out of control here. Multiple men in the ring. And look at Tyson Kidd snaps off a suplex on the game. Not even the legal man, and Tyson Kidd's kicking his ass. Hurricanrana once again going for the pin. And now the Big Show makes the save just in the nick of time. Inside neckbreaker by Tyson Kidd, and Tyson Kidd's neckbreaker game is on point here this evening. We see Tyson Kidd is exhausted from this amount of action and damage that he's taken. As we saw earlier, that powerbomb from the apron had to rock him. Whether he jumped up and tried to show his toughness or not, you get powerbombed onto the floor, you're feeling the pain. And now Seth Rollins back in control here over Tyson Kidd. And there's the curb stomp. My goodness, crushing Tyson Kidd's head and neck. And William Regal makes the save. And now it's Tyson Kidd who desperately needs to make a tag. And oh no, Tyson Kidd crushed once again, this time by the giant leg of the Big Show. And Cesaro makes it in time. And look at this, Tyson Kidd with the snapmare neckbreaker on the Big Show. Into the cover here, 1, 2, and the Big Show survives. Tyson Kidd really should make the tag. He's been in there an awful long time, took an awful lot of damage. And oh no, the Big Show with a single leg crab. Can Cesaro and Regal make it in time? They do. And oh no, it might be too late though. Big Show's got that knockout punch clenched, and there's a big right hand. And that's got to be it for Tyson Kidd. The referee goes down for the cover. And look at the speed of Cesaro. He knew how much trouble his tag team partner was in there. Oh my goodness, another devastating backbreaker to Tyson Kidd. How much more can this young man take? And Tyson makes it back to the corner, and Cesaro is all fired up. Uppercut to the Big Show. Forearm to Rollins, and Triple H bails before anything comes to him. And look at Cesaro. Snap suplex to the Big Show. What strength. And another suplex to Big Show. Where is Cesaro finding this type of energy and strength at this point? And my goodness, are you kidding me? The neutralizer to the Big Show. And could this be it? Could the Grapplers team pick up the win here? 1, 2, and the Big Show survives. Trademark European uppercut by Cesaro. And a big body drop by Big Show. Had to send Cesaro 10 feet in the air. And there's the colossal clutch. But I believe Cesaro's foot was in the ropes. He had to break it. Elbow drop by the King of Swing. Got Big Show in trouble here. And look at that. Knocks down the Big Show with a running blow. And another huge European uppercut. Keeps Cesaro in control, but the unstoppable power of Big Show can put anybody down. Big backbreaker. 1, 2. And Kidd and Regal make it in time. Spear by the Big Show sends Kidd flying off the apron. And Big Show is taking his eye off the ball here. Cesaro is the legal man. Don't waste your time with Kidd on the outside. And Cesaro now goes for the cover, and this time the game breaks it up. And the fans are going crazy for this one. What a highly competitive tag team, 6-man tag team matchup this is. Big Show back in for the cover. Broken up by Regal. And Big Show's got it lined up one more time. And shades of last week, Big Show blasts Cesaro with a knockout punch. And Big Show's got the abdominal stretch, but Regal and Kidd break it up just in the nick of time. European uppercut by Cesaro. And he goes right for the cover. This could be it. No, the Big Show kicks out. And Tyson Kidd off the second rope knocks down the Big Show, helping his tag team championship partner. And could this be it? Are you kidding me? Can he do it to the Big Show? My goodness, he can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh man, 8 revolutions for the King of Swing. And is this it for the Big Show? 1. Oh my God, the Authority's in there to break it up. And the way these two teams are going, this match may never end. Cesaro hooks up Big Show, following reverse DDT into the backbreaker. Shades of Captain Charisma Christian with that one. And now Regal's back in. Cesaro can do no more. Running Bulldog by Regal. And what a way to earn another European Championship match if he was to help the team of the Grapplers win. And I'm not going to confirm it or deny it, but I believe that was a brass knuckles punch right to the face. But Big Show's foot was in the ropes. And Big Show breaks the waistlock on Regal. Catches the kick. Belly to belly, oh my goodness. And there's a huge spear by the Big Show. And William Regal's down and out. Can Kid and Cesaro make the save? They can. And there's the running knee. One of William Regal's favorite maneuvers. Knocks the Big Show down and out. But the Authority is right there to stop the pin. And Triple H up on the second rope. And William Regal able to defend it. But he doesn't defend that big forearm by the game. And Tyson Kidd's back in now. And Big Show's been in the ring an awful long time. You have to wonder if it's time for Big Show to tag out. And Kid and Cesaro now, what do they have in mind? Snapmare by Kid, boot to the face by Cesaro. Huge headbutt by Cesaro takes the Big Show down. But Rollins and Triple H break it up. Double leg trip by the Big Show. Right into the cover now. But Cesaro able to kick out on his own. Didn't need his partners to make the save. And another big boot to the Big Show. And the Grapplers are a well-oiled machine with these hot tags here. And oh no. Triple H gets the tag. And this could be bad news for the Grapplers. Huge right hand to Tyson Kidd. Tremendous elbow to the face of Cesaro. But the game reversed by Tyson Kidd. And can you imagine what it's going to be like when the tag team titles are on the line? When Triple H and Big Show face Tyson Kidd and Cesaro? It's going to be amazing. And here goes Kidd. Oh, and there's the dungeon submission. Triangle choke, sharpshooter combination. Can the game hang on? Oh, and the Authority are concerned now. And they come in and break it up. I guess you gotta go in and save the boss if you like those big fat paychecks. And several right hands by the game takes down Tyson Kidd. But Cesaro right there to break it up. And there's that spinebuster one more time by the game. And he goes for the cover now. 1, 2, 3, and it's all over. The Authority reigns supreme once again here on SmackDown. Let's take a look at the highlights. Very early on, Triple H was able to hit Cesaro with the pedigree, devastating the Swiss Superman. And you see there, Triple H went in for the cover. But Cesaro, tough as nails, kicks out. And then Kidd and Seth Rollins had a tremendous back and forth series here of pinfall combinations. Seth Rollins with the sunset flip, Tyson Kidd with the Hurricanrana with the legs hook pin. And you see they went back and forth. I thought that was going to be it within one of those. And then Kidd, snapmare into the neckbreaker, one of his favorite maneuvers. Tried to pin the United States champion. But the game was there to put him to break it up. And then the King of Kings with his tremendous spinebuster blast Tyson Kidd. And Cesaro and William Regal are just too late to make the save. And this could be bad news for Kidd and Cesaro. This is 2 straight weeks they've gone down to the Authority. And what's going to happen in a couple weeks when the titles are on the line? Will the Authority have all the gold? Can Seth Rollins retain the United States title this Monday on Raw vs. Curtis Axel? If so, the Authority will be lined in gold. And the Queen of Hearts, Natalya, walked out on her tag team partner, AJ Lee, this past main event. And tonight, she's going to have to pay the piper as she goes into a submission match versus the Divas Champion, AJ Lee. But could this all blow up in the champion's face? AJ already has to face Paige at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, but if Natalya defeats the champion here tonight, then AJ could be forced out of the division altogether should Paige win the title and Natalya pick up the victory here tonight. And the Divas Champion has been on a tremendous roll over the past week. Not only 3 wins over Paige last week, including a match where both ladies chose a representative, but also this week defeating Paige on Raw and winning the tag team match on main event. If the champion can pick up a win tonight, that is 2 straight weeks undefeated, and that's a tremendous accomplishment for anybody on the roster. And some good chain wrestling to start off the matchup here between these 2 submission experts. That's why this should be a hell of a submission match. Both these ladies know their way around a ring, and they know a deep, deep variety of holds. The Divas Champ with a side headlock here. Reverse into the head scissors by Natalya. Really wrenching the neck here. Nip up by AJ, goes right back to the headlock. Oh, Natalya finds a way out, gets her own headlock, but gets it broken up. Wrist control Northern Lights takes the Divas Champion over. Upcoming at Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, AJ Lee will defend the title against Paige. A dream match, and should be a tremendous contest, despite the fact that Paige has had terrible luck against the champion in recent weeks. Natalya with a great reversal on the champ there. Hard boot to the gut. But AJ reverses with the jawbreaker. Oh, but look at this. Natalya done messing around. Oh, tremendous modified exploder suplex there. Shades of Shelton Benjamin, to be honest. And it goes back to the wrist control Northern Lights. And seems like she's putting a lot of work on the spine of AJ Lee, possibly setting up for the legendary sharpshooter. And Natalya gotta be sad to see her team lose. Tyson, Kidd, and Cesaro. And William Regal fought very hard in our last contest there, the 6-man tag, but the Authority just put it all together and picked up the win. Inside neckbreaker by AJ Lee takes Natalya down. And look at this. The sliced bread, the acai DDT takes Natalya down. But this is a submission contest you have to win by making your opponent verbally submit or tap out. And here comes the Black Widow submission. Can Natalya hold on here? And the Queen of Hearts holds on. But oh no, she goes rushing in and gets the back body drop. And AJ Lee, what quickness to snap off the Hurricanrana. And now she's going old school with the camel clutch. Can Natalya hold on once again? It looks like the champion is going in for the kill, applying any submission in her arsenal to try to pick up the victory. Backbreaker, neckbreaker combination. And that's why AJ Lee is the Divas champ, able to put together such smart maneuverings. And look at that, flip neckbreaker, shades of Mr. Perfect. And Natalya's had enough, kicks off the champion. Oh my goodness. And AJ Lee almost decapitated by that tornado clothesline. One of Natalya's greatest hits. That spinning clothesline just devastated the champ. And now drops a knee right on the neck. And Natalya is back in control of this one. And look at AJ. Snatches that neckbreaker out of nowhere. And one more time, AJ, comes crashing down with the sliced bread. And now she's got the bow and arrow lock on Natalya. Can Natalya hold on? She's taken a lot of damage in this match. And look at that. She flips the champion right out of the submission. Natalya not going down that easy. But oh no. AJ takes that opportunity to slap the Black Widow on one more time, and I think it could be over here. And it's over. Natalya taps out. And the Divas champion is on an absolute roll. Just dominant over the past 2 weeks. Let's take a look at the highlights here. Black Widow #1. Slapped on. No one would have blamed Natalya for tapping out there. A tremendous arm and neck submission. Just ripping at those areas. But it took a second time around for AJ to get her revenge. Natalya tried to make a name for herself, tried to move back up the ranks by walking out on the champ on main event, but ends up paying the price by having to tap out to the Divas champion. And I hope Paige is taking notes, because she's going to need all she can learn to defeat AJ at Elimination Chamber. And we look to fill another spot in the Intercontinental Chamber match with a tremendous fatal four-way of international competitors. And The Miz is staring down a barrel of a loaded gun coming up at Elimination Chamber because he has a tremendous series of opponents lined up for the chamber match. So far, Roman Reigns and Sami Zayn have already qualified, and we'll find out somebody else new here this evening. And here comes the former Intercontinental Champion, won the title 4 times in 2015, tried to earn the WWE Championship at the end of the year, and has been working his way back up the ranks in 2016. Can he earn his way into the chamber? We'll find out here tonight. And Kofi Kingston looking to get the New Day back to the top by earning his way into this Intercontinental title chamber match. Big E and Kofi Kingston would clap with joy if Kofi could get the job done here tonight. And the 5-time WCW champion Booker T looks to earn another Intercontinental Championship by earning his way into the chamber here tonight on SmackDown. Can he put away 3 other competitors and move on? And Alberto Del Rio has never captured the Intercontinental title. He would love to earn his way into the Dangerous Chamber match and leave as champion. And there's the bell as this chaotic contest kicks off. A lot of action going on in this one. Del Rio in control of RVD, and Booker T and Kofi Kingston going at it. Oh, a version of the page turner there by Kofi Kingston. Obviously has his eyes on the Divas division using that maneuver. And RVD snaps Del Rio over with a Hurricanrana. Nice belly-to-belly suplex by Alberto Del Rio. And a huge flapjack by Booker T elevates Kofi Kingston. And there's Van Dam, known for his educated feet, hits the spinning heel kick on Alberto Del Rio, who answers back with an enziguri of his own. Booker T and Kofi Kingston trade in hands as Del Rio suplexes Van Dam. Booker T sends Kofi over the ropes, and Kofi fires back with the forearm. And Van Dam with the Dragon Sleeper on Del Rio here. But Del Rio holds on. Booker T drives the elbow into the jaw of Kofi Kingston. You gotta believe the Intercontinental Champion, The Miz, is keeping a close eye on this one. Of course, The Miz won the title from Captain Charisma Christian. Those two men traded a tremendous series of championship matches, which The Miz came out on top of. And now, I bet he wish he didn't win that, as he now has to defend that title inside the Elimination Chamber. And we all know you can't damage the moneymaker, and there's going to be a lot of steel in the chamber. Booker T, a huge spinebuster cover on Kofi Kingston, and Del Rio breaks it up. Now, as some of you know, Del Rio has already qualified for the chamber, but he's actually trying to become the last man entered into the chamber in this match. He heard this was going to be a triple threat contest. He wanted to prove to the world that he could defeat 3 people in one match and earn the right to be entered last into the chamber. So a special set of circumstances for Alberto Del Rio in this match. Booker T, tremendous knife edge chop to Rob Van Dam. And RVD for the cover on Kofi. And Kofi survives. Del Rio snaps off the belly-to-belly suplex. Can Van Dam make the save? No, doesn't need to. Kofi Kingston kicks out. And look at Kofi battle back. Big left hand, big right hand. And he's got Del Rio on the ropes. And look at this, he's going out there. He wants another shot at Booker T or Van Dam. And Del Rio sends Booker T crashing into the ring. A German suplex takes Booker T head over heels on the outside. Devastating. And all 4 men on the outside here causing destruction. Gutbuster by Kingston. Suplex by Del Rio. Bodies are flying everywhere. And look at that. Short arm into the neck breaker. Shades at Triple H with that one. Tremendous move by Kofi Kingston. And then he snaps off another neck breaker, trying to keep Booker T down and out. As Van Dam goes to work on Del Rio, but focuses attention back on Booker T. And look at this, he's ripping up the announce table. Van Dam going crazy here. Trouble in Paradise kick devastates Rob Van Dam. Can Kofi Kingston get the cover here? And he does. Kofi Kingston qualifies for the Intercontinental Chamber match. And Del Rio and Booker T are shocked. Let's take a look at the highlights here. The boom drop by Kofi Kingston goes for the pin on Booker T, but Del Rio makes the save. From there, Booker T devastated Kofi with the spinebuster for the cover. But this time, Del Rio made the save once again. But then, the Trouble in Paradise kick buzzsaws Booker T down to the mat as Kofi hooks the leg. But that wasn't enough. And then, Kofi went for the pin on Van Dam. But Booker T and Del Rio were distracted, and Kofi moves on. And will it be a new day for Kofi Kingston? Can he become the Intercontinental Champion? And look at this. Even Del Rio has to give credit to Kofi Kingston in that one. And Del Rio has already qualified. Those two men will meet inside the chamber. And we only got one more spot to fill, and we'll fill it next week here on SmackDown. And now it's time for our main event, as we take it to the submission game one more time, with the Royal Rumble winner, Chris Jericho, who will go to WrestleMania to face The Undertaker for the WWE Championship, taking on Edge. And look at this! Jericho attacks Edge in the aisle. What a disgusting maneuver by the Royal Rumble winner. He already picked up a win on Edge last week, and now he's already jumped him from the back. And look at this, putting on a submission on the outside. I don't know if submissions count on the outside in this type of matchup. I guess that'll be at the referee's discretion. I believe it can only be one inside the ring, but that's not going to stop Jericho from trying. And Edge with an awesome clothesline takes down Y2J. And he's softening up Jericho on the outside here. Suplex on the outside, slamming Edge's spine into the mats. And Jericho is just wreaking havoc on the body of Edge here on the outside of the ring. Bad enough that he jumped him from the back in the first place. But Edge trying to battle back, trying to stay on top here in this contest. And oh no, Jericho attacks the spine one more time. Can Y2J defeat Edge here tonight and move on to defeat The Undertaker at WrestleMania for the title? What a tremendous matchup for Y2J. He's never crossed paths with The Undertaker at WrestleMania. But this time, the stakes are taken to an even higher level, as it's the main event for the title. And these two Canadian legends are finally bringing it back to the ring here. And look at Edge avoid the dropkick. And Northern Lights by Jericho goes back to work on the spine of Edge. And now drives him face first into the mat. Jericho has Edge in his crosshairs. And he blasts him with the code breaker. And Jericho goes for the single leg crab, but the Rated R Superstar is too close to the ropes. And Jericho just going to town on Edge here. Hard knee to the gut. answered back by Jericho. Swinging neckbreaker by Y2J takes Edge down. Oh, it looks like Jericho's starting to work on the back, starting to set things up for the walls of Jericho. Jericho's trademark version of the Boston Crab could put Edge away here this evening, and Edge has got a lot to make up after being jumped from the back. Still can't believe Jericho would stoop to such tactics. And another code breaker devastates Edge. And he goes right back, but Jericho not paying attention. Edge is able to make it to the ropes once again. Picks up the huge victory. Let's take a look at how it went down. Code breaker after code breaker destroyed Edge. Edge thought he might have had a chance as he struggled to get to his feet and put the boots to Jericho. But Y2J snatched a hold of Edge and locked in the sleeper hold. And the Rated R Superstar couldn't take any more damage to his neck, and he had to tap out to the sleeper hold. And the Royal Rumble winner, Chris Jericho, continues to dominate on the road to WrestleMania. The Undertaker successfully defended the title against Mark Henry on Raw, and Jericho has successfully defeated Edge here on SmackDown. These two legends collide in the main event of WrestleMania. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Philip Kelly. Find me on YouTube at Philip Kelly. Find me here on Twitch at PWSPhil. And we'll see you this Monday for Raw, live right here on Twitch. And keep an eye out for Batman Arkham Knight over